आम्हाला द्यायचा आहे आपण एक्स्ट्रा काढला त्याच्याने नाही इन्कम साठी बोलून टाकायचं का तुला की हे गेस्ट साठी बाजूला ठेवूया.
Hello, hello, sir. Hello, sir. Mike. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is time now to begin with the inaugural session of Yoga Darshan 2023. Now we are waiting for the dignitaries to join with us. They will be joining us within a few minutes. Yoga Darshan 2023 is a common platform for various streams and practices, theories, concepts, and ideas in yoga. The objectives are to initiate an interest in the knowledge of yoga, to understand yoga deeply and clearly, to inspire participants to understand and study yoga texts, and to develop interest in the comparative study of yoga texts and commonly available yoga practices. Good morning to one and all. I would like to request the dignitaries to please come on the dais. Good morning to one and all. I would like the participants to please be seated. Today we have gathered here on the auspicious occasion of National Conference on Yoga, Yoga Darshan 2023. I would like to request everyone present here to please stand for our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I would again request everybody to please stand for the Maharashtra state song.
जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा कीर्तीन तुझी मुळी कडकडणाऱ्या नभा अस्मानाच्या सुलतानीला सभापते ती जिभा सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गर्जत शिवशंभू राजा
दरी दरीतून नाद गुंजला महाराष्ट्र माझा
जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा
काळ्या छातीवरी कोरली अभिमानाची लेणी
ओलादी मनगटे खेळती खेळ जीव घेणी
दारिद्र्याच्या उन्हात शिजला विठ्ठलाच्या घामाने भिजला देश गौरवासाठी झिजला दिल्लीचेही दस्तगामी महाराष्ट्र माझा जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा
I would again request everyone to please stand for the university song.
एक प्रतिज्ञा असे आमची ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना जीवन साऱ्या जगताच्या जीवना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना ज्योत जागवू सुधारते की सकलाच्या अंतरी एक निवारेल पटल तमाचे प्रभात सूर्या परी ज्ञानक देऊळ ज्ञानक दैवत प्रगतीच्या पूजना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना नव्या गुणाचा नव्या जगाचा ज्ञान धर्म आहे त्यातच आमच्या उजळ उद्याचे आश्वासन राहे मुक्त करील तो परंपरेच्या बंदी घरातून मला
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना आज मंत्र येईल आम्हाला दिव्य भविष्याकडे न्यायनीतीचे पाऊल जेथे वेगाशीना अडे जे जे मंगल पावन त्याची येथे आराधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना एक प्रतिज्ञा असे आमुची ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना ज्ञान हेच संजीवन साऱ्या जगताच्या जीवना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
Thank you. I would like to request everyone to please be seated. Welcome everyone. On behalf of Yashwantrao Savan Maharashtra Open University, I would like to welcome you all on the auspicious occasion that brings together so many special people like you for the National Conference on Yoga, Yoga Darshan 2023, organized by the School of Health Sciences, YCMU. Before we begin any activity, we take the blessings of the Almighty. Now, I would like to request the dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp and to do the Omkar Pratima Pujan by offering flowers.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
ओंकारं बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः ओंकाराय नमो नमः ओंकाराय नमो नमः।
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पातञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे
सगळ्यांनी आपल्या जागेवरती स्थिर बसायचंय. कोणत्याही कार्यक्रमाची योगाची सुरुवात आपण ओंकाराने करत असतो. तर आपण त्रिवार ओंकार करणार आहोत. सर्वांनी सोबत ओंकार घ्यायचे आहेत. सर्वांनी स्थिर बसा. डोळे अलगद मिटून घ्या. संथ श्वसन, दीर्घ श्वास, दीर्घ प्रश्वास. सोबत ओंकार घेणार आहोत. लांब श्वास घ्या. दीर्घ श्वास, दीर्घ प्रश्वास. हळूच आपल्या हाताची उंजळ चेहऱ्यावर ठेवा. बोटांच्या पट्टीतून डोळ्यांची उघडझाप करा. हो, हरिओम.
Thank you, sir. We are fortunate to have distinguished and eminent personalities as dignitaries for the Yoga Darshan 2023 National Conference. Let us begin by felicitating the dignitaries present here. I would like to request respected Registrar Bhattu Prasad Patil sir to welcome Professor Dr. Jaideep Nikam sir on this occasion. Please give a big hand. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Professor Dr. Jaideep Nikam sir, the organizer of this national conference and director of the School of Health Sciences, YCMOU, to welcome Dr. Vishwas Mandlik sir by giving a shawl, memento and a book. Yogacharya Dr. Vishwas Mandlik sir is the recipient of Prime Minister's Award for Outstanding Contribution towards Promotion and Development of Yoga in 2018. He has expanded the network of Yog Vidya Dham to more than 300 cities in India and 16 cities outside India. I request you all to please give a big hand. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Jaideep Nikam sir to welcome Dr. Samprasad Vinod sir by giving a shawl, memento and a book. With 45 years of experience, rich experience in training, treatment and research in yoga, we have amongst us for this national conference Atma Yoga Guru Dr. Samprasad Vinod sir. Thank you, sir. I would again request Dr. Jaideep Nikam sir to welcome Dr. B.K. Pandyamani sir by giving a shawl, memento and a book. Today we have amongst us a multifaceted personality, Professor Dr. B.K. Pandyamani sir. Sir is the Director of Value Education Programs at Brahma Kumari's Shantivan. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Honorable Registrar Bhuttu Prasad Patil sir to welcome Dr. V.S. Kanchi sir by giving a shawl, memento and a book. Sir is a double doctorate in philosophy, library and information science, manuscript conservation and education, and a triple postgraduate in library and information science, philosophy and education. He has been heading the Knowledge Resource Center of the MJ College as the director. I would like to request Registrar Sir to welcome Professor Dr. Sanjay N. Patil Sir, Professor and Head of School of Earth Sciences, North Maharashtra University, by giving a shawl, memento and a book. I would like to request Honorable Registrar Sir to welcome Raj Yogini B.K. Vasanti Didi, Brahma Kumari's Subzone in charge, Nasik. Thank you, sir. Paper and article presentations have an important role in the conference, and participation with papers on the theme and sub-theme of yoga were invited from the participants and from various stakeholders. So abstract volume of this National Conference Yog Darshan 2023 has been created. I would like to request the dignitaries to do the publishing of the abstract volume of this National Conference Yoga Darshan 2023. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of Brahma Kumari's organization, respected Pandyamani sir would like to felicitate Registrar Batu Prasad Patil sir and Dr. Jaideep Nikam sir on this occasion. I request everyone to please give a big hand. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Didi. They are felicitating the registrar of our university, Patil sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Didis. Now, I request respected Dr. Jaideep Nikam, sir, the organizer of this national conference, the director of School of Health Sciences, YCMOU, and the person who has taken immense efforts for this conference to take place, to give an introduction on this occasion.
Honorable guests, Dr. Vishwas Mandlik ji, Honorable Samprasad Vinod ji, Honorable Professor Kanchi ji, Honorable Dr. Pandyamana sir, Honorable Registrar of our University, Batu Prasad Patil ji, another distinguished guest, just he's coming, Mr. Rajendra Katore ji, and distinguished speakers, esteemed participant and fellow organizers. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this national conference on yoga. As the organizer of this event, I feel a sense of pride and privilege to witness such a gathering of some of the most knowledgeable and passionate practitioners, researchers, educators of yoga from access across the country. We have some together to explore the vastness and richness of yoga, the discipline that has been an integral part of our culture for thousands of years. As we embark on this journey, we must remind ourselves of the fundamental principle that underlie yoga: unity, harmony, and balance. The theme of this conference is Yoga Darshan 2023, and it reflects our shades of vision of how yoga can be a powerful tool for personal and social transformation. We believe that yoga is not just about physical exercise or mental relaxation, but a way of life that can enhance our overall well being and help us become better human beings. Friends, as YCMU is a self financing mega open university of Maharashtra with having NAC A grade, we have students enrolled more than every year. The student enrollment is more than 5 lakhs to 7 lakhs, and we have more, more than 1800 study centers across Maharashtra. So such a large mega university, from the on the behalf of the university, I welcome you all again. Currently, we run courses, different courses, but for the yoga, we run a program that is Diploma in Yoga Teacher, 1 year course for aspiring yoga teachers. Over 15,000 students have successfully passed out and are working as yoga teacher in India and also abroad. And I am very much proud that the course, which has been started in 2006, Dr. Bandlik, who has taken actually the pains to start that program, and he is here as a chief guest for our inauguration. Further, we are in process to start degree and postgraduate courses in yoga, and also uh, in future we will start the research in yoga. For this conference, we have registered more than 150 participants, online as well as offline. In the present, in the coming 2 days, we will conducting 4 parallel sessions. Following the inauguration, we have a keynote addresses by Dr. Vishwas Mandlik sir, and immediately after that, Dr. Samprasad Vinod in the afternoon session. After the lunch, all the 4 parallel sessions for the presentations of research papers for the participants. In the evening, cultural program along with Nritya Yoga Sutras, which is also another one program which the university is having. Over the next 2 days, we will be hearing from some of the most respected and experienced experts in the field of yoga, who will share their insights, research, and practices with us. We will explore the diverse aspects of yoga, such as philosophy, psychology, spirituality, and health, and their relevance to the modern world. We will also have rich programs of the paper presentations. We hope that you will take full advantage of these 2 opportunities and engage with the speakers and other participants to deepen your understanding of yoga. I again welcome all the online participants and all the offline participants for this yoga conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the introduction. I would like to request Professor Dr. Jaideep Nikam, sir, to welcome Mr. Rajendra Katore, sir, by giving a shawl, memento, and a book. We have with us Dr. Rajendra Katore, sir, who is the Managing Director of UK Metal Industries. He is having 20 factories in India at various locations, and he has many people who work at these locations. I would like to mention here that Sir has sponsored this national conference. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Honorable Registrar Gotu Prasad Patil, sir, to welcome Dr. Kinnari Thakkar, ma'am, Professor and Head of Department of Commerce and Management, University of Mumbai. Ma'am, please come on the dais. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to request the Registrar of Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University, Batu Prasad Patil, sir, to give his wishes on this occasion.
नमस्कार. आजच्या या नॅशनल वर्कशॉप ऑन योगा साठी आपणामध्ये उपस्थित असलेले आजच्या या कार्यशाळेचे चीफ गेस्ट डॉक्टर विश्वासराव मंडलिक सर, डॉक्टर श्यामप्रसाद विनोद सर, डॉक्टर BK पद्ममणी, कंची सर, प्रोफेसर यशवंत पाटील सर आणि त्यांनी ही कॉन्फरन्स स्पॉन्सर केली असे मिस्टर राजेंद्र कटरे सर आणि स्कूल ऑफ हेल्थ सायन्सेसचे संचालक आणि बोर्ड ऑफ मॅनेजमेंटचे मेंबर प्राध्यापक जयदीप निकम सरांचे आणि सर्व पार्टिसिपंटचे मी विद्यापीठाच्या वतीने या ग्रीन कॅम्पसमध्ये स्वागत करतो. योगा संदर्भात सांगायचं तर योगाचं जे काही महत्त्व आहे हे संपूर्ण जगाला त्या ठिकाणी विदित झालेलं आहे आणि त्या दृष्टीनेच आपण 21 जून जो दिवस आहे तो इंटरनॅशनल योगा डे म्हणून आपण सेलिब्रेट करत असतो. आजच्या आणि उद्याच्या आजचे जे 2 दिवस आपल्या समोर आहेत त्यामध्ये योगाच्या संदर्भामध्ये आपल्याला संपूर्ण माहिती या ठिकाणी होणार आहे. मी आपला जास्त वेळ घेत नाही. या कार्यशाळेसाठी मी विद्यापीठाच्या वतीने शुभेच्छा देतो आणि जे काही ग्रीन कॅम्पस किंवा जे काही व्यवस्था आम्ही केलेली आहे त्या सगळ्यांनी त्याचा आस्वाद घ्यावा असे मी आपल्या सगळ्यांना आवाहन करतो. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Today we have amongst us Professor Dr. BK Pandyamani, sir. Sir is the Director of Value Education Programs at Brahma Kumari Shantivan. His qualification has a count of more than 25, which includes various diploma, postgraduate diploma, and degrees. He is godly student and instrument in godly service. Raj Yoga practitioner since 1977, bank officer, executive, administrator, management expert, advocate, author, motivational speaker, mentor, agricultural scientist, computer scientist, spiritual counselor, psychologist, yoga therapist, etc. I request respected Pandyamani sir to guide us on this occasion. Sir, please.
Most respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, I am happy to meet you all on this wonderful occasion. When I came to know about the Yoga Darshan, I thought it is an apt time to meet such a noble souls, because everyone may not be interested to participate in this conference. Those who are having noble thoughts alone can participate. And further, I am really happy to meet the dignitaries on the dais who are well versed in yoga, not only yoga but also yoga therapy. I came to know that the doctor has introduced the yoga education in Yaswantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University in 2006, and nearly thousands, more than 40,000 students are accredited with these diplomas. That is something very interesting. I am associated with our Yaswantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University for the last 10 years. We have started the diploma in values and spiritual education, advanced diploma in values and spiritual education, and BA in value education. Now, last year, our School of Health Sciences has started one PG diploma in counseling and mental health. Nearly 50 people have joined it. When I came to know that the School of so normally this yoga conferences has done by the social wing or the education wing. But here I have seen that this is for the health sciences. Really, I am appreciate their efforts. I think it is a well start. It will continue for years together. Every year we'll happy to meet you again and again. Really, yoga, the word itself means only to link to connect. That means there should be the two things is required. One is the self and another is the supreme self. And both joined together have that love bond link, and it makes the life a purposeful and meaningful one. Really, I am astonished earlier when they talk about the yoga, they only think of the asanas and not even pranayamas. But asanas are doing with the pranayama only. But Ashtanga Yogana, the Patanjali has very categorically told about the 8 limbs, under which only 2 of these and other 6 is related to our life. There we require the lifestyle modification also. I am really proud to say before this house that Brahma Kumaris are teaching this Raja Yoga meditation for the last 85 years. There are now branches throughout the world, and we are affiliated to the UNO as a NGO and also having consultative status with the Economic and Social Council and UNICEF. And we have been accredited to so many universities for our service on value education. When we thought on values, normally we believe that values cannot be taught, it has to be caught only. But now we cannot able to caught because nobody is a role model in this world. Therefore, we think that why not we ourselves become the role model? Instead of we search for someone else, let us make ourselves, our life is itself a purposeful and meaningful life. And we are having a wonderful spiritual lifestyle. We get up at the morning 3:30 and we go to bed 9:30 or not later than the 10 p.m. And we are having every time how what we have to do it, because yoga includes the karma yoga. Without karma, we cannot able to live. We cannot sustain. Therefore, we cannot leave this karma yoga also. But with the remembrance of the God, it becomes the Raj yoga. Therefore, this is the very simplest technique teaching, and therefore we could able to get the recognition from throughout the world. We are having now branches in 147 countries. Except a few, we could able to reach the people about this yogic lifestyle. We are teaching them the yogic lifestyle based on the spiritual wisdom. There is no blind faith because yoga never taught like this. Earlier in the session also, our registrar has rightly pointed out that it is the unity, harmony, and peace. These are the most important thing. What is the unity? Unity means unity in spite of diversity. Whereas we divided ourselves into various differentiations. Even we are having the gender differentiation. Whereas yoga teaches that you are the self, a living entity, both are the self. Therefore, there is no question of even a male or female. When we could able to come out of the differentiation, we can differentiate with so many things like educated, non-educated, well-to-do and not well-to-do, or people in the city area or in the rural area. Like that, whatever we have created in our day-to-day life, the casteism, groupism, regionalism, even languages. We differentiate ourselves with the language. But if you are united under the yoga, then you will make your life a purposeful and meaningful life. Before I joined this Brahma Kumaris, I belonged to the atheist family, rationalist group, where we used to talk to the people that there is no God. Whereas God is the benefactor, He is the grace one. He has adopted me to give through my mouth. There is one God. If you accept that we are all the souls, we are all the children of one God, then we feel that the world is a family. The universe is the one, it is our home to reside. Then we have to give this to our next generation. Nowadays, you all know about the addictions and pollutions. Earlier, we never thought of the social media addictions. Now, the children, that to the adolescents, are very much affected. Therefore, to have to come out of these addictions, we are giving this spiritual wisdom for those who are interested. Also, you are also welcome to our international headquarters, Mount Abu. This is an invitation I am giving to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable guidance on this occasion to all of us. With 45 years of rich experience in training, treatment, and research in yoga, we have amongst us Atma Yoga Guru, Dr. Samprasad Vinod sir. He has a great spiritual heritage from his father, Maharishi Vinod, a true spiritual master who traveled world over as a world peace ambassador, and his mother, Maitreyi Vinod, was a great Sanskrit scholar and an educationist. He blends Indian spiritual wisdom with modern scientific knowledge through various activities related to yoga. He is yoga guru and spiritual master of international repute. He is the originator of the most unique concept of Shavasana meditation, Swananda Sahayog Sadhana, S3 model for individual and social growth and well-being, and Atmavada Sadhana. I would like to request respected Dr. Samprasad Vinod sir to express his views on this occasion.
Good morning and namaste, everybody. Namaste. Nashik is a holy place, and Yashwantrao Savan Open University, Maharashtra Open University, is a scenic place, and we have gathered here for reflecting and understanding the deeper significance of Yoga Darshana. So all these three together creates an ambience which is so conducive for learning yoga. You need a holy place. Nashik is a holy place. Then Yashwantrao Zaban was supposed to be the architect of modern Maharashtra. So I pay my tributes to him in the beginning of my small speech. So all these three things together, holy place, scenic YCMOU campus, and a topic under consideration. So this is very vital topic because yoga darshan is so important, and the concept is not just studying few scriptures, but you have to actually dive deep within yourself to pursue the underlying realities of life. Apparent realities are what we see, but underlying reality is something uniting force behind all that exists. And these principles have to be experientially understood, not just remembered and reproduced, but we have to live up to that concept. So that I'm going to speak more in details in the next session. But I really congratulate the YCMOU team. I mean, it was initiated by the VC and then Nikamji and all his team to conceive of the idea of holding such conference at national level. And because it's not easy to conceive such ideas. And Dr. Vishwas Mandlik has been my friend for years, for decades now. And to have him for this conference is such an important, I mean, his participation is extremely important because he has the capacity to bring people together, and he has been doing that. He's a great Sanghatak, organizer of events. And to have him, मैं बोल रहा था उनको कि आपका सत्संग मिल रहा है, इतना अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे कि साथ में बैठकर उनकी वाइब्रेशंस अनुभव करना, ये भी अपने आप में एक बहुत खुशी की बात थी। और बाकी भी बहुत सारे लोग आप आए हुए हैं और खुशी से भरे हुए दिख रहे हैं, क्योंकि माहौल बहुत अच्छा है। माहौल बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, क्योंकि योग अगर सीखना है तो माहौल की ज़रूरत होती है। खाली कहीं भी जाकर हम ये नहीं कर सकते हैं, योग के अध्ययन नहीं कर सकते, डीप अध्ययन नहीं कर सकते, सुपरफिशियल कर सकते हैं। लेकिन योग दर्शन इज अ डीप टॉपिक, एंड यू हैव galaxy of speakers who are going to dwell and go deep into various dimensions of yoga darshan. So all the deliberations that are going to take place today and tomorrow are going to be of immense value to all the yoga enthusiasts, yoga teachers, and yoga students who have assembled here for the conference, and those who are online, of course. So I welcome this event. I mean, I congratulate the organizing committee and VC and Dr. Honorable VC and Honorable Nikamji for thinking of this conference and organizing it so well. So I wish this university a grand success, because this was established in just 1989. And in a matter of 30 or 30 years, 31 years, it has grown so big. And so many, like lakhs of people get registered every year for various courses. This is amazing. And I think Yashwantrao Chauhan's blessings are important, because he was a person who represented Maharashtra in various capacities at center. He was a finance minister and also Minister of External Affairs, and also Deputy Prime Minister for some time. So having his blessings for this conference is also an important thing. And this campus is built in the right person's name. So I pay my tributes to him also. And I also congratulate you for finding time for this conference. This is a unique opportunity for all of you and all of us, shall we say, to go deep into this topic. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be with you, and I'll be sharing more thoughts and more reflections and more experiences about what Yoga Darshan is after this session is over. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Yogacharya Dr. Vishwas Mandlik, sir, is a PhD in yoga and distance education. Sir is a recipient of Prime Minister's Award for Outstanding Contribution towards Promotion and Development of Yoga in 2018. He is the chairman of Indian Yoga Association Maharashtra Unit. He is an expert member, steering committee of Yoga Certification Board, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He is an expert member, Scientific Advisory Committee of Central Council for Research in Yoga and Naturopathy, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He has successfully treated more than 36,000 patients suffering from various diseases at their therapy center. I would like to request respected Mandlik sir to kindly give your blessings to all of us on this occasion.
Hari Om. Dignitaries on the dais and my friends. First of all, I want to congratulate ICMOU and of course the respected officers and his bearers for organizing this conference on yoga. Actually, in ICMOU, there are a number of subjects, number of departments, but conference is arranged only for yoga. Creditable, definitely. Yoga is becoming very popular nowadays, you know. To my opinion, it is becoming over popular. And so much twisting is being done on that, forgetting the main object of yoga. And the word is so popular that it is attached to anything. Actually, it is not yoga. It is called laughter yoga, dance yoga, and so many. I have to remind you that there is one yoga. It's called beer yoga. This yoga is connected to beer also. And the functioning of yoga also like that. When you enter in the studio, you get one bottle of beer. You have to practice one asana, take some beer, again practice another asana, again take some sip of beer. And the bottle is over, the study is over. This is foolishness going on. So we have to stop all these things. And every respected speaker also is mentioning the same point. So that is very important. In this connection, I'm remembering an important sentence from Swami Kuvalananda. He has established the Institute Kaivalya Dham exactly 100 years back. There is no popularity of yoga at all. Common people were not practicing yoga at all. In those periods, Swamiji has established Kaivalya Dham on the road of Mumbai and Pune. Institute is still running quite well, no problem. But in that institute, they have written one sentence of Swami Kuvalananda in a golden letter. And that is very important. It is written by Swamiji. I started this institute from zero. If it goes to zero, I don't mind. But yoga should not be diluted. So that is very important. And that is what we are observing now. This was written 100 years back. But now we are observing the same thing is happening. Now to make it proper, the role of university is very important. And that is what YCOME is conducting now. Of course, the diploma has started, but still graduation, post-graduation and doctor's degree is also yet to be started. But university can maintain the quality with the proper intention. And that is being done also, definitely. Yoga teachers are also quite doing well. So I give my best wishes for the university to start the graduation in yoga. Of course, the post-graduation in yoga and PhD in yoga also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your blessings to all of us on this occasion. I thank all the dignitaries, all the participants, and all the staff members. With this, we come to an end of this inauguration session. Let us all have a short tea break, and the next session will begin after 5 minutes in this auditorium itself. We will be having the keynote address by the eminent chief guest in the next session. So let us all assemble here after 5 minutes for the same. Thank you very much.
Sir, Patil sir.
मॅडम 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 कार्यक्रम घ्यायचा
नाही नाही आता नाही आहे ना मॅडम. नाही लाईव्ह स्ट्रीम बंद आहे ना आता बंद आहे मॅडम. हो मॅडम नंतर आपल्याला वेळ नाही. हो
जरूर होगा
What?
वर्टिकल, हाँ ऐसे ही अभी दिख रही हूँ ना। ते योगदर्शन आहे, अजून एक घे ना.
Sujata? Once again, I would like to welcome you all. Let us begin with our next session by the keynote address by Dr. Vishwas Mandlik sir. It's indeed a great privilege to introduce respected Yogacharya, Dr. Vishwas Mandlik sir. He is PhD in Yoga and Distance Education. He is the recipient of Prime Minister's Award for Outstanding Contribution towards Promotion and Development of Yoga in 2018. He is the chairman of the Indian Yoga Association Maharashtra Unit. He is an expert member, steering committee of Yoga Certification Board, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He is also an expert member of Scientific Advisory Committee of Central Council for Research in Yoga and Naturopathy, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He has worked as a member of different committees for universities like Kavi Kulaguru Kalidas Sanskrit University, Nagpur, Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University, Nashik, KBC North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon, and Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, Nashik. He has established different yoga institutions as follows: Yoga Vidya Dham, Nashik in 1978, Yoga Chintan, a periodical magazine on yoga from 1979, Yoga Chaitanya Seva Pratishthan, a trust to help propagation of yoga in remote part of India, 1994. Yoga Chaitanya Sadhana Trust, charitable trust in 2009, and Yoga Mahavidyalaya, Nashik in 2013. He has expanded the network of Yoga Vidya Dham to more than 300 cities in India and 16 cities outside India. He has presented more than 15 research papers in different international yoga conferences. He has established Yoga Vidya Gurukul in 1983 at Nashik. Yoga Vidya Gurukul runs a well equipped 25 bedded yoga and naturopathy treatment center since 25 years. Thousands of people work honorary at Yoga Vidya Gurukul to support this great yoga movement. At his Gurukul, courses are conducted at different levels: Yoga Bindu, Yoga Tushar, Yoga Sopan, Yoga Pravesh, Yoga Parichay, Yoga Prabodh, Yoga Praveen, Yoga Pandit, Yoga Ratna, Yoga Teacher, Yoga Adhyapak, and Yoga Pradhyapak. He has written and published 56 numbers of books in various languages. He has received more than 25 awards. He is the editor of Yoga Sugandha Monthly since 30 years, published by Yoga Vidya Gurukul Nashik. I would like to request respected Mandlik sir to begin with a keynote address on this occasion.
Hari Om. The subject yoga, main subject of the conference, is very wide, occupying each and every aspect of human life. But there is one more important guideline for yoga. It is very good if practiced properly, and very bad if not practiced properly. It's okay. It is said in Hatha Yoga, pranayamena yuktabhyasena sarva roga vinashakaha. In second line, pranayamena ayuktabhyasena sarva roga samudbhava. And as I already cleared in my previous small speech, that it is to be practiced properly. That is very important. And what is the meaning of properly? That is another question again. For that, we have to refer the ancient text. That is also a subject of this conference. Present text I am not discussing about. Because various commentators, various authors have written in different ways. That may or may not be proper. But whatever is mentioned in our ancient text of yoga, definitely it is proper. It is being practiced since thousands of years. The history may start with Yoga Vasishtha, Ramayana period, maybe 7,500 years back. Then comes the Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata period, 5,500 years back. In Patanjali's period, 2,500 years back. And Hatha Yoga, maybe 1,000 years back. But all these texts, they are giving proper information, definitely. But if you refer the ancient period, there were no modern developments, no computers, even no paper and pencil to write. And so much knowledge developed in Sanskrit, of course, but how to write? They are writing on a tree leaves called Bhurja Patra. But it is a perishable thing, it cannot last long. So mostly they have written in a shortest form, that is called Sutra. What is we call it Patanjali Yoga Sutra. The Sutra is a very compact form of writing. There are minimum words and the maximum meaning in a compressed form. This form is easy to recite because that was the only way. Instead of writing, reciting is the best way. And the whole knowledge has transferred from generations after generations to the recitation only. So Sutra is very easy to recite. That's why we'll talk to Patanjali Yoga Sutra particularly now. That is why Patanjali has written Sutra, 196 sutras only. If you write on a paper, it is 5-6 pages. It contains tremendous meaning. And that is our responsibility to interpret the sutras. Of course, there are many commentators are there. Many of them are interpreted properly also. But still, we have to go deep in the meaning of every sutra. And giving one very simple example, which is connected with the sutras of asanas. Because asanas everybody knows now. And many of the people are practicing also. But how to interpret the 3 sutras of Patanjali about asanas? That is more important. So we have to get the correct meaning and then practice, then you'll get the better and better results. If you practice anyway, you will get some result. Yoga is so good that you practice in any way, you're going to get some good results. But for better or the best results, we must go deep in the meaning of the sutras. The first sutra, Patanjali, is Sthira Sukham Asanam. So asan is explained in 2 words only, Sthira and Sukham. Steady and comfortable. Now here it is steady and comfortable. It is not steady or comfortable. Both must be there. It must be steady, it must, as well as it must be comfortable. Suppose you are practicing asana, it is perfectly steady, but not comfortable. You're getting some pain, stretch and all that. Then it is not asana. Some people are trying to achieve the final position with lot of efforts and all that. That is not asana. It must be steady and comfortable. So you have to practice the asana as long as it is comfortable. That is the answer to the question. How long we should practice? We should practice as long as it is comfortable. And of course, this definition indicates that asana is not exercise. Because asana is practiced as exercise also in many places. Nowadays, there is a lot of competitive things are coming up. And the financial aspect also is involved in that. So study or the course evaluated in the form of how many asanas are there in your course. It is not how many asanas you are practicing is not important. How you practice the asanas is more important. I can give you a very simple example. Suppose a person A, I'm not giving any name, is practicing 15 asanas in 15 minutes. So he's attaining the position in half a minute and releasing immediately the position in half a minute. So there is no steadiness. So 15 asanas, 15 minutes. So mathematically, I get taken some calculation. And the person B is practicing 5 asanas in 15 minutes. So for one asana, is attaining in half minute, releasing in half minute, but maintaining the asana for 2 minutes. So he's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 asanas he's doing. So every asana he's maintaining for 2 minutes. The total maintenance time for asanas is 10 minutes. So I can say B is practicing asana for 10 minutes, A is practicing asanas for 0 minutes. There's no steadiness. So it is not asana as per Patanjali definition. So then we have to analyze ourselves how we are practicing asanas. Now let us go to the next sutra that is still more important. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatti-bhyam. And this is sutra for asana. Rather, Patanjali mentions that how asana is to be practiced. It is to be practiced in the form of Prayatna Shaithilya and Ananta Samapatti. So Prayatna Shaithilya and Ananta Samapatti, these are the 2 qualities of practicing asana. Of course, Patanjali is writing in the sutra form. So he is not giving the steps, he is giving the final stage. So in these 2 sutras, he has given the final stage. Of course, that is definitely difficult. But to attain this final stage, there are some in-between steps are there. And those we can interpret for analyzing the sutras only. So I have interpreted this sutra, first sutra and second sutra of asana, and formulated some steps for attaining to perfectness in asana. So for the first step, I can say, as I already explained, that some people, they are practicing asanas in a fast speed. If you refer, some competitions are also going on. There is very few time is in seconds, and they are doing so many asanas. So they are doing in fast speed. So yes, asanas can be practiced with fast speed. may not be as per Patanjali definition. So I call it exercise. And if you practice asanas as exercise, still you are getting some benefits, no doubt. So I can say it is a zero level, non-yogic level of practicing asanas. I'm explaining some levels of asanas. Then it will be more clear how the definition and technique of asanas explained by Patanjali. So zero level is as a exercise. And I tell you that this is also useful in certain cases. Particularly, we have got our weight loss program. We call it SSS, Slim and Smart program. Slim and Smart Sadhana. So in that we have added Surya Namaskar. That is very important. And with a fast speed. Normally in yoga class, we practice Surya Namaskar around about 1 round per minute. The standard one, so anybody can practice with this speed. But in this 3 years program, we teach Surya Namaskar 4 rounds a minute. So 4 times high speed. So it is not yoga, definitely, but it is exercise, and exercise works well to reduce the fat, the burning of fat. So it works. So let us use it, but with the proper intention. So like some asanas, some movements, we teach them with fast speed. So zero level practicing of asanas. It is exercise. And first level starts with slow movements. Because when Patanjali says Tirasukham Asanam, steadiness is required. So attain steadiness. Movement must be very slow. The fast movement, you will not be able to attain steadiness. And that is, most of the people know that movements are very slow, not very slow, very, very slow. Just like slow motion pictures. So the first level of asanas, yogic way, starts with very slow movements and release it immediately, with no maintenance. Not proper asana, but still slow movements help for certain persons, particularly arthritis patients. Because these levels are very important for the treatment of the patients. Arthritis patient, they cannot maintain the position. They will start getting the pain. But movements are essential for them. So we teach them asanas with very slow movements, attain the position and immediately release the position. Some weak persons, they also cannot maintain it. So this level of asanas is good for weak persons also, arthritis persons, or joint pains, frozen shoulder, and so many things. So this is level 1, I can say. In level 2, we have to make some progress, that we have to maintain the asana for a certain period. See, when we make some movements, definitely blood supply increases. That gives some good effect, definitely. But when you maintain the asana for a certain period, then blood supply already is increased, no doubt. It will increase some nerve supply also. In communication of every organ is connected with brain, we know, nerves, sensory nerves and motor nerves. So this communication also improves. So that is also helpful for certain stages of the patients. I will go a little fast and then see. And next level is Prayatna Shaithilya. A very, very important level of asanas. Prayatna means efforts. Shaithilya means relaxation. Apparently, it looks that these two words are contradictory. Because when we think of relaxation, just relax, don't do anything. But Patanjali says that some efforts are required for relaxation. This is something contradictory. Apparently, it looks it, but it is not. It means that you have to relax with some efforts. You have to make some efforts for relaxation. Normally, we don't make any effort and we don't relax properly. Because our body system is like that. It's already stretched. Basically, muscle tone also is there, always there in every muscle. So automatic relaxation is not to that extent. It gives some relaxation. When you relax on an easy chair or maybe in Shavasana, it gives some relaxation, no doubt. But still, deeper relaxation is required in asanas. And the deeper relaxation, you have to take some efforts. I mean, you have to take some effort for relaxing each and every muscle. Now the details are not explained by Patanjali. But for this detailed relaxation or the Prayatna Shaitilya, I would like to refer the Yoga Nidra, which is developed by Swami Satyananda Saraswati. He is my guru also. I had taken Mantra Diksha from him. Now he is no more. He has taken Samadhi in 2009. But he has developed the technique of Yoga Nidra, which has become very popular throughout the world now. So in that particular technique of Yoga Nidra, he has introduced this detailed relaxation. Prayatna Shaitil, what we call it. There are the instructions from the teacher to relax each and every muscle. He has given a particular sequence. It has also correspond to some important things. I don't want to go in detail. It is like that. You have to relax the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, small finger, like which some sequence is there. So the instructions are there for relaxing each and every organ. First, we have to concentrate with the mind, of course, with the closed eyes. Concentrate on that particular organ, relax the muscles, and that muscle gets relaxed. And if you make complete round, then you will feel the tremendous relaxation with what we call is deep relaxation, which is not possible with Shavasana also. Shavasana is also superficial relaxation. But with Prayatna Shaitilya, we can attain this deep relaxation. Now, what is the effect of this deep relaxation? That is also to find out. Patanjali is not explaining everything. He's giving the technique. You practice it and experience, that's all. But you see, when you are attaining asana position, different asanas are there. Patanjali is not explaining any asana, of course. But many of the asanas are explained in Hatha Yoga. But some of them, may not be all, can be practiced on this level that you attain a position with slow speed, maintain for certain period, and relax all the muscles. It may take some more time. Some more practice also is required. But when the muscles are relaxed, muscles are all skeletal muscles. When you attain certain position, the muscles are stretched. Without that, we cannot attain the position. There is a stretch in the muscle. But at the same time, we are relaxing it, but not changing the position. When we don't change the position and relax the stretch will be transferred to the inner organs. All our inner organs are, of course, they are also muscle organs only. All muscles are there. But in normal condition, any stretch or compression, whatever it is taken care by the skeletal muscles. Inner organs are 100% safe always. But in this particular condition, we are transferring the stretch to the inner organs. So there will be certain movement. It is to be found out by research and all that, but there will be certain movement in the inner organs. When the movement is there, definitely blood supply to the organ will be improved. Blood supply will provide more oxygen, more nutrients. In addition, nerve supply also will be improved. So function of that organ can be increased. Now this particularly we implement in therapy. I can give the example for the diabetes, very common disease. See, Ardha Matsyendrasana is very good for diabetes. Everybody knows all these things. There are many asanas. I am talking of one asana only up till now. So if we practice that asana only without relaxation, it will have no effect. And that is what is happening also. Many people say, we have followed your book, you have given Ardha Matsyendrasana, we have practiced all these asanas and there is no result. Because they practice on maybe first or second level, not on third. This third level is relaxation. So when we relax, but particularly take the position of Ardha Matsyendrasana, so full twisting is there. Stretching, compression, everything is there. That muscle is relaxed for the skeletal muscles. That stretch will be transferred to inner organ. And Ardha Matsyendrasana is such an organ that it is nearer to the pancreas. It is having the effect on pancreas. And you know, for diabetes, beta cells in pancreas are very important. They generate insulin. Insulin is a basic cause for the diabetes. So insulin generation is not proper. So when this stretch is transferred to the pancreas, their function will improve. Their blood supply will improve. Their nerve supply will improve. Nutrients will get more. So they will start functioning better. They will prepare proper insulin and the cure will be there. So like this, I may not discuss all the asanas and all these diseases and all that, but depending on the patient, we select the asana. That is good. But we have to select the level of practicing asana also. Now, same asana, if you want to teach to the arthritis patient, then we teach on the first level only, not on third level. So like that, when we prescribe different asanas for the patients, we prescribe the level on which they have to practice. And then we get the good results. Otherwise, very difficult to get the results. So this relaxation is giving very effective result for the patients and for healthy person also. Of course, it needs some proper training, the instructions and all that. It's not that just now you listen and can practice. For that, you need to hold the asana for a longer time, step by step. And then you can practice the relaxation. If you can't hold it for a long time, if there is a pain or stretch, overstretch, then it will not be asana only. So you cannot go on the next level. But with sufficient practice, we can go on the next level. The next level is Ananta Samapatti. That is also important. Patanjali is saying Ananta Samapatti. So for Patanjali's intention is a still next level. We have modified this level, particularly for patients. And Ananta Samapatti is concentrated on Ananta. Ananta is the ultimate reality. But we modified it to concentration on the body organs for the patient. Same case, diabetes patient. We tell them to practice asana, maintain it for a long time, relax all the muscles and concentrate his mind on his own pancreas. So in addition to that, we are providing the mental energy. We know mind is very powerful. Mind can provide the energy to the body, mind can withdraw the energy from the body, physically also. In Bhagavad Gita, we know first adhyaya, mind has withdrawn the total energy of Arjun. You cannot hold the Dhanush also. And sometimes mind can provide extra energy also. There are so many examples are there. So we have to provide the concentrated energy of the mind on a particular organ of that particular person. So in that case, we teach that person about pancreas, the function of pancreas, space of pancreas in his own body, and everything, so that he will be able to concentrate his mind on the pancreas. Of course, that varies from different diseases, but this is organ samapatti, we can call it. May not be ananta. But this level also works. Yes, when we practice on the fourth level, advantages of first three levels are already there. This is the additional one. So it was very good results for the patients also. And then we come to the next level. That is right, Patanjali's topmost level we can say, Ananta Samapatti. We concentrate the mind on Ananta. Now just see that for up till now, up to level 4, we are concentrating on the body itself. Mind is fully concentrated on the body, nothing else. But now Patanjali says, take your mind out of the body. Forget about body now. Take your mind to Ananta. While teaching, we teach Ananta means maybe infinite sky or infinite ocean, something like that. So they will be able to concentrate on that. And we are teaching all these levels in our course. It's a very simple example I can tell you how we progress for these levels. Now, Sarvangasana, everybody knows. So in primary course, we teach them to maintain for 3 minutes. Just maintain, relax to some extent. Advanced course, in 3 minutes changes to 5 minutes. Still advanced course, 10 minutes. Still it is 20 minutes. And finally 30 minutes. So maintain the asana for 30 minutes. You may not be imagined also, but we teach already regular in our course, and so many students have passed these courses. Not only Sarvangasana, I given the example. There are many asanas. Of course, not all. Particularly balancing asanas, maintenance of time is very difficult. But other type of asanas is quite possible. So asana can be maintained for 30 minutes, but with proper instruction and all that. And then when we ask them to release the asana after this Ananta Samapatti, the students say that they get stretched after relaxation. If you ask them to practice Shavasana, they cannot relax properly in Shavasana. This way, relaxing in asanas better way than Shavasana. So that is the result. So this most of the asanas can be practiced on this 5 and plus 0, the 6 levels different, depending on the results we expect. And that we get the proper results. So that is how we have to interpret the sutras. And that is why the next sutra of Patanjali is Tato Dvandvana Vighata. Tato means after practicing like this is the meaning of Tato. With steadiness, everything, fifth level, with Ananta Samapatti. That means it includes all the levels. When you practice asanas like this, then Dvandvana Vighata. Dvandva is dualities of life. Our life is full of dualities, and that is why we are in miserable condition. So dualities will not affect you. That is what Patanjali says. You go beyond the dualities of the asanas. All asanas are physical, but the result is mental. Patanjali is not talking about health and all that. Of course, we get the health. It is okay, no problem. But Patanjali is talking of the highest level, overcoming the dualities of life. So that is how Patanjali gives lift the asana to this level. And that everything is mentioned in only 3 sutras. That is the importance of the sutra. So there are so many sutras, and every sutra that I can say, we have to interpret like this. Of course, different aspects are there. And yoga is a multi-dimensional science. Multi, there is no limit. You take any problem in the life, there is solution in the yoga. The different practices and all that. That is a very wide subject. But you can get use of yoga if you do it properly. And properly means following all these sutras, and of course the text also. Even Hatha Yogic texts also, they are also explaining quite nicely and properly. Particularly pranayama is explained in Hatha Yoga perfectly. Patanjali is not giving that much perfectness. He's giving some theoretical aspect. So when we study the text, rather we must study the text to know what is proper yoga. And then try to interpret, and then try to experience also. Because yoga is a science of experience. Result-oriented science is there. Whatever you doing, you are going to get the result. Done properly, good result. Done wrongly, bad result. Results are there. So while studying this science, we must study properly, experience the results, and then we can confirm, of course, experience. And to go further, we can go for the research also in some cases. Of course, research may not be possible for everything, but many of the cases we can go for the research, and research methodologically we can find out whether it is proper or not. So this is how I wish to mention some of the important aspects of this ancient text. So I give definitely my thanks to the organizers for presenting me, allowing me to present all this, my thoughts in front of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. You have explained us how asanas and yoga and relaxation techniques are important. So you have also explained us how yoga affects us. Thank you very much, sir. If anybody is having any questions, yeah. Sir.
You see, pregnancy is an abnormal case. So definitely every aspect will change. I cannot just tell you like that. We have got a special course for pregnant women for 9 months. Because asanas goes on changing for every month also. Rather, it is becoming more and more easy. Maybe for the last 8 or 9 months, we don't teach any asanas. So this concept cannot be useful in pregnant women. Don't do like that. And for others also, I say don't practice it. It needs proper training. That's all. Oh yes, in pregnancy nothing is possible. You cannot apply each and everything to each and every stage of the life. So any question? Yes, please.
Just out of curiosity.
Yes, yes.
Nowadays, there is a power yoga which is very popular, especially which has been come from the Bollywood stars who are practicing. So, what is your opinion, rather your advice, whether that is more actually to be done, or conventional or other yoga?
No. I believe in conventional, traditional yoga. I call it, not conventional also. Conventional also may be changing, but traditional yoga, which is mentioned in Sanskrit ancient text, that is proper. The power yoga is also sister of beer yoga only. There are so many things are like that, not only power. I mean, laughter yoga also, it is not yoga. You can laugh, no problem, but it is not yoga. So,
In addition to what man has asked, that is through the pregnancy, post-pregnancy, cesarean is done, then should the yoga be continued or there should be some care taken?
proper care must be taken. Yoga can be done. But if a cesarean is there, at least we ask to wait for 3 months.
Okay.
But in yoga, forget about asanas. There are some pranayamas can be done, yoga nidra can be done, om chanting can be done, meditation can be done. So many things can be done at any stage. Only asanas, some restrictions are there because of the physical condition of
But
the
after
woman.
3 months, one can start with
Yes,
yoga.
3 months we can start with slow speed. Maybe first level, second level, like that.
Thank you, sir.
My question is, nowadays this Ashtanga Vinyas is very popular. So they teach that in the way that is very speed. One asanas get into the another asanas.
Yes.
There are series of
This chain of asanas.
Yeah, chain of asanas. So I have observed that as I am a research scholar. So those who are practicing this vinyasa, because their thoughts are very speed, they get angry quickly because of it is the effect of continuous asanas or something else. They might have some problems.
No, when they practice asana with speed, their mind also works with speed.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So Ashtanga Vinyas also is there made some combination of certain asanas and teaching in a particular format. But this is a foreign style, you see. Sometimes something starts and people are just behind that. And as I told you, when yoga is there are some positive advantages are there, no doubt. But it is not proper yoga. They may be getting some advantage. That's why people are practicing there.
Exactly.
Just like power yoga or hot yoga, you increase the temperature of the room unnecessarily. So much sweating is there. But when sweating is there, whether because of asanas or because of exercise, it is good. No, all toxins have been removed from the body. So people feel fresh.
Yes.
You can do exercise also like that, then they also get the same result. Yeah. There is not question of yoga.
Yes, and another question is that's Kapalbhati and Bastrika. Many schools are advising Kapalbhati can be done half an hour, 1 hour, and even Bastrikas also. But I have observed that it's my own experiment. So whenever I do 15 minutes or half an hour Kapalbhati, my thoughts goes very speed, and I have number of thoughts. So is it advisable to do Kapalbhati half an hour, or it should be at least limit 3 to 5 minutes?
And limit must be there. Ati sarvatra varjat, it is said. So what is ati, that we have to say. And that will depend on person to person also. Some person may practice half an hour also. But we are as a common person, we say 5 minutes is okay for practicing Kapalbhati. And that is ideal condition. At the most 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes. So it is over exercise. Our body organs also has got certain limits. If you exceed the limit, they will start giving the pain or their function will be disturbed. So we have to observe how much is there. Bastrika also. Bastrika in 10 minutes also is very difficult. But if certain possible, that's why 10 limit is a limit for all pranayamas that we teach in our course. Not more than that.
Okay, thank you.
Take that mic.
हॅलो सर मी ऑनलाईन योगा क्लासेस घेते. 2 बॅचेस घेते. क्लासेस जसं मी बॅचेस सुरू केले, मागे 3 बॅचेस घेत होते. तर भूक खूप वाढली माझी. हां, त्या अगोदर मी जसं फळं वगैरे खाऊन राहत होते. पण मग आता खूप जास्त भूक वाढली आहे. तर मग पोळी भाजी जास्त प्रमाणात खावी की नाही? म्हणजे फ्रुट्स वगैरे आहेच माझ्या ह्याच्यात, पण मग जेवण
हे कसं आहे, तुम्ही शक्ती खर्च केली की तुम्हाला शक्ती लागणार आहे. लक्षात घ्या. फूड म्हणजे काय? एनर्जी आहे. फूड म्हणजे एनर्जी लागते तुम्हाला, म्हणून भूक लागते. एनर्जीची गरज असेल की भूक लागते. आणि एनर्जी खर्च केली गरज निर्माण होते, म्हणून भूक लागते. भूक लागली की खायला पाहिजे. खायला काही अडचण नाही. पण असं एक खाण्याला मर्यादा लक्षात ठेवल्या पाहिजेत पुन्हा. आपल्या गरजेइतकं खाणं आणि चविष्ट आहे म्हणून खाणं यात फरक आहे. आणि जास्ती खाल्लं की वजन वाढायला लागतं पुन्हा. ते विषय सर्कल आहे सगळं. त्यामुळे सगळ्याच गोष्टी एकत्र विचार करायला लागतात. एका गोष्टीचा विचार करून नाही चालत. आले का? किल्ला लढवत होतो तुमच्याकडे. एनी क्वेश्चन?
सर एक
ओके
प्रश्न
ओके.
होता की आपली प्रकृती जी आहे वात पित्त
हा.
आणि कफ याची वी हॅव 3 बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर्स वात पित्त आणि कफ.
Okay.
So whether the yoga gives benefits, same benefits for all the kind of prakriti, or we should do some different asanas for different types of prakritis?
No, Vata Pitta Kapha is a concept of Ayurveda that is accepted in yoga, no doubt. But mostly pranayam is connected more with Vata Pitta Kapha. Asanas are not much more connected with Vata Pitta Kapha. But if the patient is there, if Vata Pitta Kapha is disturbed, harmony is disturbed, then asanas will have some effect. If harmony is balanced, then there is no effect. But harmony is balanced, some patient is there, that the asthma patient is there, cough is disturbed, then some asanas will have some definitely good and bad effect. So that in that case, you have to select the asanas. But a healthy person no need to select asanas.
Thank you.
Yes.
समजा आपण आसन सतत 7 दिवस केले आणि त्यानंतर समजा प्राणायाम आपण 7 दिवस केले, तर फायदेशीर कोणतं असू शकतं? आसनं करावी की प्राणायाम करावी?
लक्षात घ्या, तुम्ही जेवायला 7 दिवस पोळ्या खाल्ल्या, नंतर 7 दिवसांनी भात खाल्ला. नाही, ह्याचा असाच अर्थ आहे. लक्षात घ्या की दोन्ही सगळंच करायला पाहिजे. कसं आहे, त्या जनरल सूचना मी देऊ शकतो की तुम्ही तासभर योगाभ्यास करणार असाल ते एक 20-25 मिनिटं आसनं करा, एक 15-1 मिनिटं प्राणायाम करा, थोडासा ओंकार जप किंवा मनाची एकाग्रतेकरता काही करा. असं तर पॅकेज करा. असं पॅकेज आम्ही देऊ शकतो. म्हणजे गरजेप्रमाणे बनवता येईल. 2 तासाचं बनवता येईल, 1 तासाचं बनवता येईल, 3 तासाचं बनवता येईल. पण सगळं थोडं असलं पाहिजे. मी मगाशी म्हणलं जेवताना सगळे पदार्थ लागतात आपल्याला, एकच पदार्थ खात नाही. तसं हे सगळे पदार्थ आहेत. आसन, प्राणायाम, शुद्धिक्रिया पण आहे त्याच्यामध्ये, त्यामधनं लागतात करायला. ध्यान आहे, ओंकार आहे, अशा सगळ्या गोष्टी थोड्या निवडून करायला लागतात. तर त्या गरजेप्रमाणे आम्ही निवडतो. कोणी आमच्याकडे आल्यानंतर त्याची गरज काय, त्याची क्षमता काय, ते बघून निवडून आम्ही त्यांना देतो. असं जनरल नाही सांगता येणार त्याचं. जनरल मी मगाशी सांगितलं थोडंसं असतं. येस. Final aim is merging Atman with Paramatman. So for that, first that you must know Atman, so realization. And then you have to get relieved from body-mind complex. That is liberation. So realization, liberation, and merging final. This is the aim. So that you can get relief from birth-death cycle. So no question of next body and all that. That is the realization. No, so you have not realized that why to take again birth, again suffer all the things, again die, again take birth, again suffer, again die. Why do all these things? Atman thinks like that after some time. Then he's finding out the way to get out of that. And then yoga will help. Time being, you can enjoy the benefits of yoga, like health and all that. No problem. No, not like that. Suffering is a present condition of our life. We are suffering always. Even though we are enjoying, but that is also suffering because that is finished after some time. So that is our present condition. And when we used to all that, then we say, why to do all these things? That is realization. But the effect of yoga is to improve your physical condition also. Physical condition, mental condition, and spiritual condition. Yoga will helpful for the physical condition. That is just we are using it. Health is a physical effect. That is there. So you can enjoy. There is no harm. Yoga is not obstructing you. You can enjoy as long as you want. But you see, when death is certain, so definitely next birth is there. Again, next birth is there. So again, you go on doing same thing again and again and again. Now you are entering in a college, first year. You again next year you again come for the first, again from the first. So continuously in the first year only. You will not agree with that. You want to reach to the last, get degree. So get degree with these practices. Don't use only first year only. Okay, let us stop noise.
Friends, please ask the relevant questions and ask only one question, because there are a lot of participants. They have come from various states. So please, students, whenever you have any difficulties after the session, you can discuss with us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We had a nice question answer session. Now let us move on to the next session. First, let me tell you the life profile of Atma Yoga Guru, Dr. Samprasad Vinod sir. He is MBBS, MD, and PhD. He has 45 years of rich experience in training, treatment, and research in yoga. He blends Indian spiritual wisdom with modern scientific knowledge through various activities related to yoga. He is Yoga Guru and spiritual master of international repute. He is highly respected guide on holistic health, well-being, and inner transformation. He has toured extensively across India, Europe, USA for addressing research conferences, holding seminars, providing spiritual guidance and training in yoga. He has been invited to numerous national and international events, conferences in yoga as a chief guest, main speaker, chairperson, keynote speaker, and chief resource person. He is a mental trainer of many sports persons playing tennis, cricket, chess, shooting, badminton, table tennis, and other sports. He has conducted a special program for Ranji cricket players of Maharashtra state. He has guided Thailand women's cricket team and Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain of Indian women's cricket team, on how to integrate yoga in improving game performance. He is the originator of the most unique concept of Shavasana meditation, Swananda Sahyog Sadhana, S3 model for individual and social growth and well-being, and Atmavoda Sadhana. He has been conducting stress management workshops, self-development programs in India and abroad. He has written many popular as well as research articles in the leading national and international journals and newspapers. He has appeared on radio and television talk shows in India as well as BBC of Northern Ireland and France. He is a successful author, co author of 15 books on yoga, meditation, mental health, mental peace, yoga sadhana, yoga therapy, and related topics. He has about 600 hours of video talks that explain deeper, practical, and experiential aspects of classical wisdom of India. Watkin, Watkins Publishing UK has published his book, Nine Secrets of Successful Meditation. It is also available in Portuguese across Portugal and Brazil. Honorary advisor to Samoto Reunion and France. He is a patron member, the Yoga Fellowship of Northern Ireland and Yoga Therapy Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. Patron member and honorary member of Yoga for Health and Educational Trust, formerly Yoga for Health Foundation UK. He is a former scientific board member, International Academy for Yoga Teachers Association, Belgrade, Serbia. He is also former advisor board and member research committee, Kaivalya Dhama Institute of Yoga, Lonavala, India. Ex-member advisory committee, the Lonavala Yoga Institute. Subject expert, Moraji Desai National Institute of Yoga, New Delhi. Awards, accolades. Recipient of about 300 felicitations, accolades, and awards. To name a few, FEI Foundation National Award, Suryadatta National Lifetime Achievement Award for outstanding work in the field of yoga. Special felicitation at Savitribai Phule Pune University for his work in yoga. Maharshi Puraskar during 25th Navratra Mahotsav. Gurujan Gaurav Puraskar by National Congress Party. Grama Devata Puraskar by Tamdi Jogeshwari. Ankur Jeevan Gaurav Lifetime Achievement National Award. Vijay Shri National Award, which was also given to Mother Teresa. Sahitya Gaurav Puraskar for his book Nine Secrets of Successful Meditation. State level Maharashtra Ratna Bhushan Puraskar and State level Yoga Ratna Award. Sir, your life profile has made us very much eager to listen to you. Before Sir begins, we will play a short video. Let us watch it.
Vinod is a unique personality from the field of yoga, with 50 years of experience to his credit. Oneness with the universal consciousness at an early age changed his life for good. He is very keen on helping his students to experience the higher states of consciousness. He comes from an illustrious family with great spiritual and intellectual heritage from his parents. His father, Maharshi Vinod, was a renowned philosopher, yogi, author, saint, freedom fighter, and his mother, Maitreyi, a renowned Sanskrit scholar and educationist. Originator of the novel concept of Shavasana meditation, which was born during deep meditation in the Himalayan mountains. It was richly blessed by the enlightened masters there. Soon it became his unique identity. He is also the originator of performing yoga practices in a meditative state and integrating meditation in daily living. His innovative programs on growth, health, and wellness are the outward manifestation of his oneness with the divine consciousness. After successful yoga related activities in the US, he surrendered his green card status and the associated lucrative living in the USA and returned to India. His youth related programs are designed to help them develop free, realistic, practical thinking to solve their problems more effectively and efficiently. As a qualified medical doctor, he has been running a holistic health care clinic well before body mind medicine came into vogue. He is also actively involved in medical care and health education through different programs. He has authored several books on yoga, meditation, and related topics. He is a sought after speaker for common people and yoga professionals alike. He loves to reach out and connect with people at large to share his knowledge, understanding, experience, and wisdom with them. People love him for his simplicity, clarity, rational approach, ease of communication, and immense compassion for all. He is using yoga as an effective tool for individual collective growth, transformation, and holistic living. Has conducted stress management workshops for government officials, industrial executives, business persons, working women. Thermax, Vasadatta Sugar Institute, Krupp Industries, principals of colleges are some such organizations. Having philanthropy in his genes, he was actively involved in different social activities from his college days. Also actively involved in running various programs for the rural population. His father, Maharshi Vinod, traveled across the globe as a world peace ambassador to give healing touch to the wounded hearts of people after World War II. Dr. Vinod following the legacy of love and peace through various activities. In spite of being an enlightened yogi, he relates with everybody in a friendly manner. Over the past 50 years, many celebrities got associated and appreciated his work, and many received training from him. He has been honored with about 300 awards and accolades at national and international level. He is honorary advisor to many yoga institutes from India and other countries. Has been honored with membership of many leading institutes of yoga, Ayurveda, and naturopathy. Shanti Mandir is the place of residence of Dr. Vinod, which is the heart of the Pune city, and is surrounded by trees and has become a place of solace for many who experience profound peace.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I would like to request you. I would like to request to respected Dr. Samprasad Vinod sir to begin with the keynote address on this occasion.
It is truly a great honor and privilege to be a part of this topic of great interest and relevance in modern times. Yoga Darshan. Not able to hear? Audible? Audible. Barely audible or you need louder voice? Yeah. No? Okay. So before turning to my thoughts and reflections on Yoga Darshana, I'd like to touch upon certain points that were covered by the previous speaker, Honorable and very good friend of mine, Vishwasrao Mandlik. When we talk of Prayatna Shaithilya, Sthira Sukhamasanam, Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhyam, and Tato Dvanmana Bhigata are the three important sutras of related to asanas, which he covered beautifully. But I would like to contribute something to this. That when you're talking about sthirata and sukhadata, when you're talking about comfort and stability, particularly comfort, when suppose I stand up and do this action, doing this simple action, but suppose my body tells me that no, you cannot go beyond because it starts giving pain. If I take heed of that signal, if I understand that this signal, pain signal, is important for me, and therefore it is nature's way of telling me that, mind you, this is the limit you have reached, and if you go beyond that, it's going to hurt me. So if such signals keep coming all the time, we don't have to really think about it. They are already coming. Every time and again, we experience pain. Usually, we look at pain in a negative sense. But if you think deeply, it is our friend. It is helping us to protect ourselves. And at which level exactly I'll have pain, uh, I should determine and stay within myself. If I'm able to do this posture, say today up to this point, then I just stay there. I don't have to push myself to reach the final position. That's the point I would like to make, that pain sensation is good. We have to make friends with pain and understand that it is helping us to protect ourselves. Then Prayatna Shaithilya again, with kind permission of Vishwasrao, as we have understood and we have been practicing, um, Prayatna Shaithilya is not uh, effortful relaxation, but it is relaxation of the efforts themselves. We can, because when I put in efforts, that means that my I-ness is getting activated because I want to prove something to somebody, that how my body is flexible, so I have to show it to somebody. So that I-ness comes, and this I-ness, I means कैपिटल आई, ये अपन चला मी पढ़ा मंटू, अहम जिसको बोलते हैं, वो जिस जिस चीज से जागृत होता है वो हमारे लिए अच्छा नहीं होता है. इसलिए हमें समय समय पर हमारे साथ रहकर पूरी सावधानी के साथ कब अहम पैदा होता है उसके बारे में जागरूक होना है. और अगर हम जागरूक होते रहते हैं और समझ लेते हैं, उसके जो आविष्कार हमारे जीवन में हर क्षण होते रहते हैं, अगर हम उससे वाकिफ हो जाते हैं, इफ यू गेट conversant with how your I-ness keeps on expressing and how it creates problems in our life and how it creates tension in the body and muscles and mind. Through this understanding and realization, your I-ness starts getting reduced. And when the intensity of I-ness or its influence on you gets reduced, then you become free of tensions. So this may not happen just in 1 month or 2 months. It's a very long drawn out process, but it is the essence of Adhyatma, a real Adhyatma. I refrain from using the term soul or spirit for Atman. Atman is such a beautiful word, and we have to take that as itself and don't look for synonyms for Atman. Atman is independent, and this word is beautiful. So it is true that realization of Atman and its merger with the universal is important. Am I coming in my way? It's okay, no? So when if I become familiar with my I-ness from time to time, and if I realize how that I-ness is creating suffering in my life, I will begin to lose its impact on my life. And if the impact of life of my I-ness is reduced, the suffering also will disappear, and also the tension that is followed or carried because of I-ness will also disappear. So if I'm carrying this activity alongside my yoga actions, then over a period of time you'll begin to experientially realize that yes, my I-ness is the main hurdle, and I have nothing to fight against it. I have to just realize its presence, realize that it exists, and it has gone deep into my system, in the shall we say finest of the crevices of my mind, and it is causing trouble all the time, and I have to just become aware of this fact. And over a period of time, you'll realize that your actions related to yoga posture are getting better and better because you're becoming really effortless. You're experiencing effortless ease after the impact of INS is reduced and you experience prayatna shaithilya. Prayatna shaithilya is being free of the process of putting in efforts. Process of putting in efforts. Because we want, if you just take a review of your own life, you'll quickly realize that wherever we put in extra efforts, we are creating tension, muscle tension, mental tension, emotional tension. So I would like to, with great respect for Vishwas Ravji, I'm mentioning this. This is not superseding his authority on yoga. In no way I'm trying to do that. But I'm just adding to what he has said already. Similarly, tato dvanvanabhigataha, if you are able to prayatna shetil ananta samapattibhyam, ananta samapatti also I would like to, because he touched important topics, and Before, unless I address them, I cannot proceed to Yoga Darshana. So, Ananta Samapatti, as we have been practicing, is initially you have to take some resembling some item resembling in infinity, like wide expanse of ocean. If you sit on the banks of the ocean, on the shore of the ocean, and see that expanse and get connected with that expansive existence, universal existence, or look at the blue sky overhead and without any clouds, वो अगर हम महसूस करते हैं, हमारा जो उसके साथ जो जोड़ है, वो अगर हम अनुभव करते हैं, तो अनंतता के साथ जुड़ जाना, ये अनंत समापत्ति है। यानी अनंतता पर एकाग्रता नहीं करना है, मन को एकाग्र नहीं करना है, तो उसके साथ घुल मिल जाना है। एंड द रीजन इज वी आर ऑल प्रोडक्ट्स ऑफ अनंतता. Everybody sitting in this beautiful auditorium is made up of basic 5 elements which are common to all. Prithvi, Aap, Tej, Vayu and Akash, you are all aware of that. But although each one of us looks different, but the composition, basic composition of ours is the same. So if we just look at these very simple and easily understandable concepts, which are evident, self-evident. एक सीधी सी बात है, अगर मैं सांस लेता हूँ और बाहर छोड़ता हूँ, अगर मेरा सांस पर पूर्ण कंट्रोल है, तो मैं कभी भी यानी मुझे कभी भी तय करना संभव होना चाहिए कि कब मैं सांस अंदर लूँ और कब छोड़ूँ। आज जरा बहुत देर से उठा हूँ, तो आज जरा सांस नहीं लूँगा, अगले दिन सांस लूँगा, और लिया है तो मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं, पकड़ के रखूंगा, और छोड़ा है तो अंदर नहीं लूंगा. We cannot do that. The breathing in and breathing out is such a simple, self-evident process over which we have no control at all. It is all governed by the natural principles that we are born with. We don't have to really interfere with anything. We have to just be natural, be in tune with the nature. So if we are able to do that, that naturalness in you would itself release or remove lots of muscular and mental tensions, and you'll feel completely at ease and effortless ease. I would like to convey that Kaivalya, as considered by Maharishi Patanjali, can be uh, translated as effortless ease. Kaivalya is Kevalata. That means being seated or being in pure consciousness, not with any attributes. Give you an example. I am Samprasad Vinod. This is my physical identity. And when my mind starts getting settled with regular practice of meditation, all the thoughts that are occupying my mind all the time get reduced in substantial number, and just bare minimum thoughts remain at the end. And when I pursue my meditation practice still further, then I reach only I am Samprasad Vinod, that only thought remains. And when I still pursue further, then I am, that Samprasad Vinod is the appearance of this entity. That also thought will disappear. I am will remain. And eventually, as I was mentioning, if I become aware of my I-ness, that I will also disappear, and amness will only remain. And this amness is connected with the universal amness. Like all members sitting, all delegates, distinguished delegates coming from different parts, uh, they also can use the same terminology that I am such and such person, I am such and such person. And if through proper understanding of the various concepts, if you reach the amnes after being free of thoughts and reaching no thought state, then you will yourself experience that in that amnes, I does not exist in its apparent form. If it exists, like I'm talking to you through my eye, but this eye is not the same, but it is metamorphosed into different eye. It has changed. It is not the same. So this, when I mention this, I'm not talking as a matter of achievement or a matter of or show that I'm better than you or best than you or more powerful and I'm, you know, I don't mean that. I mean that it is possible for each one of us to be free of the influence of I-ness and reach the real I in us. The real I is the amness in us, and that is effortless ease, and that is equivalent to kaivalya. Do you see the point, all of you? One more point that this young man mentioned, uh, being free of birth and death cycle. I would say that keep aside the birth and death cycle, but when you're living your daily life, you come across many situations that make you experience happiness and sometimes suffering. So, this duality, I would hate to use the word happiness, I would say pleasure. Pleasure is better than, because happiness is what we are born with, it's our nature. But pleasure is what we get from outside world, and it is dependent on outside objects. If I eat good food, I'm sorry to mention food here because we're about to reach lunchtime, and it would be hard for you to live with those hunger pangs. So this keeps on happening, that life is full of pleasures and suffering, pleasure followed by suffering, suffering followed by pleasure, because it is a matter of duality. Dichotomy is the nature of the world that we are living in. And if you live rightfully, if you're aware of what is going on in your life and around, you'll quickly realize that yes, it is not a pure form of pleasure. It is always mixed with some kind of suffering. And suffering is also not total, it is incomplete, and it also mixed with some pleasure. So I would say, I'll make a statement. Uh, you can reflect on that and let me know whether you agree or not. I would say that our life is full of suffering. When we suffer less, we call it as pleasure, and when we suffer more, we call it as suffering. So, pleasure that we experience is only a matter of less suffering. Now, this is a deep thought. You have to reflect on that, dwell on it, and over a period of time, then only you would realize its meaning. Again, in this context, I would like to bring to your attention that there are, you get informed about something. So, information is one process of learning, one part of learning. Then, when you reflect on that information and understand the basic significance of that concept, then you have turned information into knowledge. And when you stay with that knowledge and experiment with your own life, see around with open eyes and open ears and perceive reality in its totality, then you're experientially understanding those concepts and turning knowledge into realization. So, all three are important. Information at its own place is important, but it is not enough. You have to turn it into knowledge. Again, it is not enough. You have to turn it into realization. Like a child, I was very mischievous child. You will not believe probably, but I was. It's a truth. So my mother used to really scold me. She was an educationist, so she used to really care for me. She used to scold out of caring. So that she used to tell me that you have to study, and she used to be after me. Like many of the mothers present here would agree with me that they are after their children for doing well in studies. So was true with my mother too. But when I myself realized what she used to tell me, then I started studying. And that is true with probably everybody. So, realization in the context of making our life happy, we need to go through this process and convert knowledge into realization. And realization is like there is light lit inside your head that you know something, really know. Then the transformation happens. And when that happens, you'll not get caught up in the dualities of life, which are the source of suffering. And when you take it further at spiritual level, then it is related to, as rightly mentioned by Vishwasrauji, about birth and death cycle. But for you, you can look at it as a birth of happiness, birth of pleasure, and death of suffering. You can take it that way. But only taking it that way is not enough. You have to open your eyes and be receptive to the truth that exists around us, and it is self evident truth. You have to just be aware and stay with yourself to pursue the truth. There are other topics, but then I'll refer to them later on. But this concept, Yoga Darshana 2000, 2023, and Yoga Darshana as reality of yoga, these are two different issues. They are connected with each other, of course. But Yoga Darshana 2023 signifies the progress of yoga from the time of its renaissance, which started in the first part of 20th century, and what progress it has made, what path it has taken to reach to the present level, to 2023. So this passage of time has also uh, distorted, shall we say, or disturbed the authenticity and basic fabric of yoga, as rightly mentioned, that beer yoga, then hot yoga, cold yoga, child yoga, all kinds of distortions are being offered, not because they actually exist, but when you are in the marketplace, and yoga actually should not be a market, but it has turned into a market. So that's the side effect of having hundreds of thousands of teachers, having BAs and MAs and PhDs and double PhDs in yoga. With respect to all of them, you have done that. But I'm just suggesting that those who are going through formal training of yoga, they have to also address to the fact that all this training has to culminate into realization. And if it is not, then it is not sufficient. It has to be combined with realization. And realization is not something that will be available in the market. And I'm very happy that it is not available. Otherwise, it will become the hot cake. It will be sold like this. But fortunately, it is not so. And it should not be so. One another sentence that I'm going to place before you for reflection. I honestly feel that if yoga becomes a part of Olympics, which is about to happen, it will be end of yoga. Because as rightly mentioned, any kind of competition in yoga is completely absurd, because the orientation is self realization. Whatever you are doing in between is incidental. That's the path you are following to reach there. And how can there be comparison made regarding realization? How can we say that this person is more realized than this person? We can only say this realized or not realized. How can be in between? And if realization dawns upon you, then things start falling into place automatically. And that's the beauty of it. That we have to. Am I on? It's okay, no? Hmm. Because somebody snatching mic from me, I would like to stop before. No, yoga darshan again. I'll give you an example. Uh, uh, all these Saddarshana, six basic schools of thought, as have been mentioned in our culture, they are complete in themselves. Sankhya Yoga, then Vaishesh, Nyaya and Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa and Uttar Mimamsa. So why do they use the term darshana? Is the basic issue. I'll give you an example. You go to a temple, okay, you stand before the deity and you look at it from the front. Then you go around the temple, around the deity. Start from right side, then you go to the back, then go to the left, and then come in the front. Then you again look at the deity, and then close your eyes, and then you bow down. All the customs, uh, all the practices that we have received, or we have or have come to us as a lineage, have a deeper significance than what appears on the surface of it. Idol, deity, any deity, it just symbolizes ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is an abstract concept. Everybody cannot comprehend what is अमूर्त, जो दिखता नहीं है, वो हमारी समझ के बाहर है, वो कैसे समझ ले? तो इसके लिए हमारे जो मनीषी हो गए, ऋषि मुनि हो गए, तो उन्होंने करुणा से प्रेरित होकर मूर्ति पूजा का विधान बता दिया। क्योंकि जो अमूर्त है, वो जो समझ के बाहर है आम आदमियों के, तो वो क्या करेंगे? तो they also deserve to experience what bliss is. So with kind heart, they develop this concept, knowing fully well that it is limiting the universality of existence. But to make it simple, so they say that they had this in mind, that this is the truth which is being symbolized through the deity. And you are going around that deity with this thought in mind, that I am having a holistic perception of the truth. I'm seeing the truth from front, seeing the truth from this side, from the back side, from the left side. Again, I am coming in. And when I close my eyes and they bow down, I'm bowing down before the deity as a matter of conveyance, or as a matter of communication, or shall we say, yeah, convey the meaning that I am bowing down before the universal existence or universal ultimate truth. So, if you look at it that way, a realization of truth, not from my point of view, but from all sides, from front, right, back, left, and again coming to the front, then comprehending it together, and then looking at the truth, universal truth, I naturally feel like bowing down, and therefore I bow down. So when I am looking at you, for instance, here, you are looking at me, but we are not changing our appearance. We are just looking at each other. We are having darshan of each other. You are not changing anything in me. I am not also changing at apparent level, at appearance level. मैं कुछ चेंज नहीं कर रहा हूँ, आप भी कुछ नहीं चेंज कर रहे हैं. तो ये जो है, ये दर्शन है. एक दूसरे का हम दर्शन ले रहे हैं. भगवान का भी दर्शन लेते समय हम पूरा दर्शन लेते हैं, सब तरफ से लेते हैं. और वो एक जो परम सत्य है, उसका अगर हम दर्शन इस तरह से लेते हैं, तो हमारी दृष्टि में एक बुनियादी बदलाव शुरू हो जाता है. हमारा शरीर लचीला होना, ये तो आसन करने से हो जाएगा, लेकिन मन लचीला होना, ये बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. If your mind is flexible, then it is easy to be accommodative, adaptive to any situation. So, flexibility of mind comes with regular practice of meditation in the right direction and right manner, and being free of the I-ness. Being free of the I-ness is the essence that we have to all remember, because when I remain with myself and remain aware of what's going on in my life and inside and out, and I keep on finding that I-ness coming up from deep crevices in very unusual form, which is very difficult to understand that it is I-ness. So you have to be very careful about saying that I am free of I-ness. It is going to take lifetime, minimum one lifetime, for being aware and free of I-ness. But that's the essence. So we have to look at the essence all the time. So we have to look at yoga practices as a means to an end. So if you are practicing yoga posture properly, it has to connect you with the universal consciousness. And for that to happen, you need to start your meditation practice start your yoga practice with meditation. Then do yoga postures in a meditative way, and then end your yoga practice again with meditation. And meditation, in simple terms, is being free of thoughts and still being aware of the fact that you are free of thoughts. So, no thought awareness is the crux of meditation. And effortless ease, sahajata, is also another characteristic of meditation. And if you're practicing meditation properly, it will definitely help you to let your mind become silent. I'm using the term consciously. You will let your mind become silent and not make your mind silent. You can never make your mind silent. Try however hard you try, your mind cannot be made silent. You have to let it become silent. Like a muddy water, if you have a muddy water, I mean a glass full of muddy water, and if you start removing that mud from the water with your hands, if you start picking up mud from the muddy water, then you are making water muddier. But if you just leave it aside, then it will start settling down. And if you use alum, एलम को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? तुरटी. तुरटी मराठीत बोलतो आपण. एक ही बताइए. हं? हाँ, पिटकरी. पिटकरी. अच्छा. सो हाँ, तो अगर आपका मन विचारों से भरा हुआ है, अगर उसको शांत करना है, मैं बोलने वाला था, अगर उसको शांत होने देना है, तो हमें उसे ऐसा ही छोड़ देना चाहिए, ऐसा ही बिठा देना चाहिए. और अगर उसको अच्छी तरह से और थोड़ा-सा जल्दी शांत करना है, शांत होने देना है, तो उसमें अगर क्या बोले? बिटकरी. पिटकरी, नहीं तो तुरटी या एलम उसमें डाल दिया, तो तुरंत मड उसका सेटल हो जाएगा. सुपरनेटेंट वाटर would be clear. So meditation serves as an alum to let your mind become, help your mind become, or help your mind settle down, not become silent. But unknowingly you tend to use the term become. So if we are able to do that, so meditation is like letting your mind become silent. Now our life is full of activities, and we are all the time getting disturbed. But we enjoy doing yoga in the morning or evening, whatever time is suitable for you. And if you are practicing meditation, you also enjoy being free of thoughts. But you cannot afford, I mean, there could be few who can afford, but majority of people cannot afford to sit home and just keep meditating and just be experiencing that state of no thought awareness. They need to work in this outer world and make their living, and they have to raise their family and children and all sorts of things. So if they meditate in the morning or if they do yoga in the morning, they feel good, they feel great, they feel that their mind is silent and they're happy. But throughout the day, if they remain disturbed, then yoga or meditation has not really served the purpose. The real purpose of meditation is to bring that meditative state or integrate it with daily living. So, how do we do that? First, when you do yoga, first meditate, let your mind become silent. Then, keeping that silent mind, do the postures, yoga postures, and take heed of the pain sensation whenever it is coming. And if you stay within yourself, you don't cross the limits, and maintain that peace of mind. Now, when is it possible to maintain peace of mind? When you are friendly and playful with yourself. If you are forcing something, then you will retaliate. And if you are persuading, then things might happen. Like with children, if you beat it or scold the child, then it will listen to you and agree on doing whatever you are expecting for a while. For a while. But if you want to really make that child a sincere person, then you need to spend some time with it, and not in a preaching manner, but in a communicative manner. Sit by the side of the child, try to understand what his or her point of view is, problem is, connect with the realities of their life, then also remain aware of your life, realities of your life, and how both can be brought together to make a sense for the child to adopt what you are suggesting. Not what you are imposing or preaching, but you are suggesting. Suggestion means you are respecting the freedom of other person about thinking in his or her own way, and that's extremely important. So it's when I'm standing in the higher pedestal, it does not mean that I am on the higher order and I am better than you, but just to communicate with you, it is important. So I'm clear about that. I'm at your own level, and the real communication takes place when both are at par with each other. If I'm at upper level and if I'm considering myself of a higher order, then I'm creating gap, creating barrier in communication. But if I step down, like I'm going to do now, and if I be with you and communicate with you, uh, the distance is reduced, physical distance is reduced. I'm not going to go beyond this. but what I'm saying is uh, imposing something, preaching something creates barrier, but communicating something removes the barrier. And when the barrier is removed, real learning happens. Real learning again happens. If the focus is right, then you keep on learning all the time, and life then becomes beautiful. You are enjoying life because you are learning all the time. And the intricacies of life are being discovered through your continuous awareness and improving the quality of awareness all the time. So if you are not with others, at least you can be with yourself. And whether you like it or not, what choice do we have? We have to be with ourselves anyway. So might as well have good time being with ourselves. How can we have that? Only when we are continuously learning and discovering something, discovering something important, something worthwhile, something of real value to my life. So the purpose of life, as it was asked by this young man, is self-discovery, self-realization. And you don't have to go anywhere for this. You have to just be with yourself and understand yourself as you are, and not try to convert yourself on the basis of your own thoughts, because thoughts are too limited. Whatever we are taught by our parents or teachers or elder people, and whatever we have imbibed and swallowed without knowing, is not going to really change our life. Life will change radically. Our inner transformation will take place only when we understand ourselves as we are, understand ourselves as we are, and accept ourselves as we are. It's very important, because acceptance is such a magical state and magical state of being, shall we say, that it will really you'll wonder how could I miss this simple concept. When you dawn upon understanding what acceptance really means, जब आपको ये समझ में आ जाएगा कि सच्चा स्वीकार क्या है, जब पूरी तरह से समझ में आ जाएगा, और कुछ भी ना करने से भी परिवर्तन अपने आप हो जाता है अंदर से, जो रियलाइजेशन होता है। अगर ऐसा परिवर्तन आप में होता है स्वीकार से, तो वो स्वीकार की जो महिमा है वो आपको समझ में आ जाती है अच्छी तरह से। फिर if you accept yourself, if you know yourself well, understand yourself well, and also accept yourself completely without any hindrance, then all the conflicts within are dissolved. And that consciousness become a free flowing consciousness. It's not obstructed anywhere. And with free flowing consciousness, you can connect with yourself and with others in much easier manner. And if you connect and communicate with each other, with the outer world, in an easy manner, then you learn better, you understand better. The vision of your understanding keeps on expanding, keeps on growing. So, what the point I'm coming at is Darshana means having darshana of yourself as you are. And when you look within, there is another aspect to it, but I'll just complete this and then come to that very important part. So, being aware of what we are, understand ourselves, and accept. It's very interesting that after true acceptance, real transformation begins. And when you dawn upon this understanding, you'll realize that how simple it is, and why did I spend all those 25, 30, 40 years in trying to change myself? Why did I do that? Again, so this is a long term process. You have to really be very patient. Patient in the sense of observing patience. God willing, you should never be patient. Physical, mental, emotional. You just be a healthy human being in all respects, physically, mentally, emotionally. But what I was coming to, important point, is this. Again, I missed one. You should have patience. Yeah. Now that I realize, but so when your mind is silent with meditation, then you prepare yourself by doing yoga postures in a meditative way, so that you are preparing yourself for doing all the actions in the day in a meditative manner. And that makes the huge difference between exercise and yoga posture. Because exercise with exertion is exercise, and exercise without exertion, I mean, it is such a wise concept that if you practice properly Kapalabhati, not in competition like doing one after another, but doing judiciously, properly, then it will definitely help you in enhancing your ability to understand yourself well. If it is followed by pranayam, and pranayam sutra says that tatakshiyate prakashavaranam. It means if you practice pranayam properly, then the veil of ignorance is removed. That's what we are talking about. We don't really know ourselves. We claim that we know ourselves, but we don't know. Because our real self is inside and we have to discover it. And all the yoga practices, or all the aspects of our being, shall we say, body, mind, intellect, emotions, and spirit, all the aspects of our being are addressed, effectively addressed through yoga. And you are not creating yoga, but you are having darshana of yoga. So fortunately, we are not creating oneness between body, mind, intellect, and emotions and spirit. We are born with that. Do you agree with that? We are born, and that seamless union between all these dimensions of our being, seamless union. हम ऐसा महसूस नहीं कर सकते कि यहाँ हमारा शरीर खत्म हो गया, मन शुरू हो गया, मन खत्म हो गया, बुद्धि शुरू हो गई, ऐसा नहीं कह सकते. सब यूनाइटेड होलनेस है. तो ये जो यूनाइटेड होलनेस है, एकता है, तो वो अगर हमने महसूस की, अनुभव की, उसका दर्शन लिया, तो ये वो योग का सही दर्शन है. और अगर हमारे हमारे अंदर जो सेल्फ एविडेंट जो योग है, योग का मतलब है जुड़ जाना. तो शरीर, मन, बुद्धि, भावना और आत्मा, इनका जो आपस में जो जुड़ जाना है, जो सीमलेस है, कह नहीं सकते कहाँ जुड़ गया है. तो अल्टीमेट यूनियन है, अल्टीमेट स्टेट है. तो ये अगर हमने अनुभव की, महसूस की, और हम अंदर से हमारी जो सोच है उसमें पूरी तरह से बदलाव आ गया, तो हमारी दृष्टि बदल गई, तो सब जगह हमें वो योग का दर्शन होता रहेगा. समय समय पर होता रहेगा, जगह जगह पर होता रहेगा, कि हम देखते रहेंगे कि अरे ये सब तो जुड़ गया है. जैसा कि मैंने एयर के बारे में बताया, यू inhale air and you exhale air. Now we are united with each other through air, because every one of us is inhaling and exhaling at this point in time. So even at air level, we are connected with each other. Water, again, No human being can create water. We are just users. We are just consumers. And we claim to be a great species on this earth. We are the only ones who say that we are great. Nobody else comes forward and says that, oh, humanity is really at its peak of evolution. तो अपने आप आपको खुश करना, जैसे कि आप मेरी पीठ खजाओ मैं आपकी सजाता हूँ, उसका आनंद लेना, ये बहुत ही आम बात है. लेकिन अगर हम इस तरह से दर्शन लेना सीख जाते हैं कि हमारे शरीर मन बुद्धि भावना आत्मा जो स्वयं सिद्ध दर्शन है, हमें सिद्ध करने की जरूरत नहीं है, अपने आप है, उसको खाली महसूस करना है, अनुभव करना है. तो यह अगर हम कर सकते हैं तो पूरी तरह से हमारी जिंदगी बदल जाती है, दृष्टि ही बदल जाती है. तो उस पूरा विश्व के साथ हम जुड़ जाते हैं, जो कि बताया गया था कि आत्मा और परमात्मा का जो जोड़ है वो तो है ही, हमें खाली अनुभव करना है, वो निर्माण नहीं करना है. ये बहुत अच्छा है, ये तो हम बहुत झमेला पैदा कर देते. हर एक अगर अपनी अपनी तरह से इसको इकट्ठा करेगा, सीमलेस, it will be creating chaos. So we have to really thank God for not giving that freedom to us. ये बहुत अच्छा है. तो मेरा आपको एक विनम्रता पूर्वक कहना है कि योग दर्शन जो है वो सही तरह से समझ लेना चाहिए, सही ढंग से समझ लेना चाहिए, और जो योग है, मौजूद है, उसको अनुभव करना है, उसका दर्शन करना है. और उसका एक विस्तारित रूप जो है वो बाहर का योग का दर्शन है. और अगर आप ढंग से योग साधना करते हैं तो आपको अनुभव आएगा अपने अपने हिसाब से. समय कम ज़्यादा लग सकता है, बट इफ यू रियली स्पेंड क्वालिटी टाइम doing yoga and meditation, then you will land upon this understanding that yoga exists in me. I have to just discover it. And yoga exists outside also, and I have to discover it. And if I discover both, then I am united within myself and also united with the world around me. And wherever there is such union between me and the world, and if there is no dichotomy, there is no friction, there is no strife, then my life is automatically going to be better than what it is before. So, few points I wanted to make based on what Vishwas Ravji said earlier. And again, I wanted to convey to you that Yoga Darshana 2023 has one meaning, and real Yoga Darshana is what I was talking about. And while going around deity for doing pradakshina, we have to look at deity as representation of universal truth. And you are looking at that universal truth from various angles. And then when you close your eyes in front and then bow down, you are imbibing that understanding inside you and letting it reach fruition, flowering and fruition. You are not doing anything. Like if you take a flower, a fully blown flower, and if you take another flower which is not so fully blown, and if you just make the petals open, it will not have the same fragrance. So, for our life to be fragrant, full of happiness, full of peace, full of satisfaction, full of compassion, full of clarity in thinking, full of ease and effortless ease, we need to be very careful about what we are doing. And right from the day one, when we started this activity 50 years ago, 45, 50 years ago, we have been saying this for ages now, that at least keep yoga beyond competition. Everything else is full of competition. But how, as I mentioned, how can realization be competitive? my observation with my students is that those who are coming for many years may not have reached the higher states of consciousness, but those who have come even a couple of years, but they are very receptive, very eager to learn, and we are finding joy in learning. They are doing better than those who are seniors, so to say, seniors. So at least this field, according to my understanding, it should be kept free of all competition. Then only you will keep it alive in its true classical form. Otherwise, everything will get distorted, and after say 150 years, it will be called by some different name. It will lose its originality. So let's pray together that it should not happen. And I also wish you all the best for the new year, health wise as well as realization wise. When we next meet, I should see that glow on your face that you are progressing on the path of self realization. So, all the best wishes, and thanks to the YCMOU team for giving me this opportunity to connect with you and just relate with you and establish dialogue, communication with you, which according to me is very important. So, thank you very much and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for explaining us how INS is a hurdle and how to overcome it by putting in lots of efforts. Thank you also for explaining us how to live life and the importance of realization as well as the purpose of life. Thank you very much, sir. Questions? Now, I would like to request all the participants, the dignitaries, to have a lunch break. After the lunch break, we will be having the research paper presentations at the respective locations. So, let us have a lunch break now. Thank you.